We admit it, we were scared. Out of our control delays forced us to have to make changes in our overnight plans, and it was a tough night, and we want to know what you would have done. Well, when you pull over to some place you think is safe and they're telling you have to leave, like what would you do? We're here at a rest stop in Virginia, having a little coffee and a little chat, and we thought we'd like to get your guys' opinion on something. We had a really rough evening last night.
It was stressful, yeah.
It was.
Our day didn't go as planned right from the beginning. We were caught in traffic 3-4 hours that should have taken us an hour.
Stop, start.
So we didn't get to the campsite that we thought we were going to get to. Denise had a meeting, so we stopped, pulled over in Richmond, Virginia for that, and I was going to make some dinner and kind of figure out a spot that we could go for the night. While I was doing that, the wind started really kind of picking up, and I should just look at the weather map.
Yeah.
And sure enough, most of Virginia, we were in the dead center of it, there was a tornado alert watch.
Which we've not ever been in before.
Or near, no. So we're thinking, okay, what do we do? Denise got off the call, and we're thinking, okay, well, we shouldn't go anywhere, I don't think. Like, we're near structures right now that we could get into.
And let's remember, by this time, it's pitch black.
Yeah.
The wind is blowing. The rain is starting to come. So the idea of, should we be out on the highway? We can't even see what's happening in the sky. It just didn't seem like a good idea.
And I'm reading the alert, and it said tornadoes would be most prominent near the thunderstorms, and there's crashing, there's lightning, and I'm going, oh my God. So.
And we're not panicked.
We're not panicked.
But we are going like, what is the right thing? And is this alert thing like, tornadoes
maybe,
never happen?
Yeah.
But.
So we're parked near some trees, and I thought, well, let's move the motorhome so that it's in the best spot that it can be, and so that we can still get to a brick structure or something permanent structure that if things got really bad, we could leave it and just go to quickly.
Yeah. We just thought if the best case scenario, we keep the motorhome in its best place, and we ourselves are close to a place that we could run to.
So we found a spot right across the road.
Perfect.
Big building. It was a concrete building.
I just want to mention it was Brother Computers.
So
building.
We pull in there and we park up as close to the building as we can get. There's no trees around. I'm thinking, okay, this is good. We're, less than a block to McDonald's. I think, how often does a McDonald's get blown away in a tornado? You don't hear about it. So, and they're open. So we think, okay, this is good. But then the security guard comes out.
Nice guy, I might add.
He was a very nice guy.
But no matter what,
we needed to leave. It was private property. Yeah. It was a big parking lot in the evening, after hours. And I'm saying to him, okay, I understand what you're saying.
We weren't asking to spend the night.
No, under normal circumstances, absolutely. We're not asking to spend the night. We're asking until this alert is over, and then we will leave.
Yeah.
It's no problem. It's we plan to leave anyhow.
We just wanted to be off of the highway in what we thought was a safe location. We weren't impeding anyone. We weren't bothering their business.
No.
It was, 7 o'clock at night. Nothing was going bad there for that business, but he would not.
No.
Agree.
He was saying the CEO won't allow anybody to be on this property.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. So, and he's suggesting other places to go, and I'm thinking, well, we're not going to fit there or whatever. There's
and
trees there.
We did try.
Yeah, we did. We did leave. And in hindsight, honestly, if I don't know how imminent the danger was. Like, it could happen. Maybe it won't happen. Hopefully it doesn't happen. But if there's a high risk, or you think there is, I think I would have said, you know what? Tow us.
Yeah.
Arrest us. Whatever. I don't care. Like, we're going to be here for 2 hours.
Yeah. Well,
and it's a safety issue. It's not a...
And that's what I said to him. I said, so just to clarify, are you sure that the CEO of this business would be okay with sending us out into a dangerous situation when we could just hang out in his parking lot for a couple hours until we were safe and then leave. Like, are you sure that's really what he wants? And he's like, yes, that's what he wants. Yeah, this company will not take an empty parking lot and protect people in it
for a couple hours. For a couple hours, that's it, man.
That's so
I
sad.
feel bad, but that just got to do.
No, we understand your position.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brother printers and computers.
Yeah, I mean, they are a big company. The CEO of that company did not give his employees the freedom to think for themselves and make a judgment call that was not harming that business in any way but protecting others. That's where the real problem with that particular business was.
And
So
to do it over again, I think we would have handled it differently in state anyhow.
Yeah.
We did manage to get into a spot that was next to a concrete building that there was no real trees around. It wasn't as good a spot, but during that time, you're thinking, oh God, if something happens, right? Okay, listen.
Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expects damage to trees and power lines. This severe thunderstorm will be near McKinney around 9:30 p.m. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement, a small central room in a sturdy structure. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building.
Yeah, we managed that. It was fine. The warnings were over. We left. Well, the winds died down. We got just a few miles down the road because it was kind of calm and not raining much or anything. And the wind picked up and leaves were ripping around and I'm thinking, oh God, like I'm not worried about what it was. It was, there was probably 30, maybe gusting to 45 miles an hour, which is significant, but it's not the end of the world. I was worried about what that might turn into, and you don't know, right?
If that were the case, we're out in completely unprotected with no options and no choices. So we weren't really thrilled that we were now back out on the road.
But that was a choice we made based on the information we had.
Yeah.
And that's just life, right? Would be curious to know, that's just kind of what we came up with as a plan on our own. Was there something we did wrong? Was there something we could have done better? What would you do? And if you're not been in this situation, you should think about what your strategy is going to be, I guess, right?
And I know there's lots of viewers out there who have much more experience in extreme weather situations and tornado types of watches. Maybe you guys could share with us what your thoughts are, so we would be in a more prepared situation next time.
And our other viewers can benefit from that as well.
Totally.
Too. So that's great.
So I know it would be helpful. And I mean, in the end, we got ourselves into this rest area, which I might add was jam-packed.
Oh, it was full.
Yes, we spent the night in a rest stop. Not the end of the world. You don't pull out your barbecue and you don't open your slides. Whatever. We're safe. We're dry. We have everything we need. We're fine. But the drive did turn out to be a little hairier than we had expected, since the weather forecast said the storm had passed. So I guess that's another thing. as well when you pull over to some place you think is safe and they're telling you have to leave. Like, what would you do?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We have absolutely no intentions of forcing ourselves upon private property or bothering anyone's business function.
I think it's similar. I would look at it similar to living on a lake or an ocean. If there's a storm and you're in a protected bay and someone ties up to your dock,
Yeah.
you don't go untie them.
No, you don't. It's just human to take care of other humans who are fearful and in a situation. And you don't turn people away in an unsafe situation. And if that security guard had been in this tornado watch situation his whole life and maybe he wasn't afraid of it, that's his perspective. We were obviously travelers from a very far away land who's never experienced something like this before, and all indications were telling us that we were in danger.
Yeah.
The alerts that we were listening to on the radio, the weather map that we were watching carefully, the weather around us, the lightning, the wind, the rain, all of those things were happening, telling us that we were in an unsafe situation. All we wanted to do was shelter that out. And Brother Computers CEO here at the Richmond, Virginia office
Might want to instruct their security
staff
to have some leeway in situations like that.
Yeah, because I did feel bad for the security guard in that he understood, and he probably would have let us stay if he felt that he had had
A choice in that.
Yeah. And he didn't. So that says a lot about a company that is forcing those kinds of decisions on their employees. It's just, it was a sad situation. So, wrapping up, we're good.
Everything turned out fine.
We learned lots. We weathered something we'd never done before. And we're hoping that sharing this with you will either help you to think about what your plan is or elicit some feedback from you so that maybe we will have a better plan next time. And any other viewers that are watching our videos would also possibly get some information.
Benefit, yeah.
So please share with us. We really want to hear it. And yeah, we're going to sign off on that note and get down the road while it's beautiful and sunny out and enjoy the rest of Virginia and move on into North Carolina.
All right. Let's go.
See you out there.